Well, happy Friday, guys. Haven't made a video for YouTube in quite some time, but it is a very sunny, beautiful Friday today. Just look out that window. There you go. And I got a couple of things in the mail. First off, I have to mention this beautiful shirt from Fright-Rags. I know I have like 2 million shirts from Fright-Rags already, but I couldn't resist. Oh, by the way, I'm in my Star Trek bathrobe right now. That's how cool I am. But I haven't put on any clothes. I'm actually going to wear this one later today. Anyway, bought this shirt from Fright-Rags. Couldn't resist, even though I shouldn't be spending money frivolously, because I don't have a lot. But I couldn't resist. I love this shirt. I absolutely love the artwork here. So gorgeous. This is the kind of artwork I want from Fright-Rags. This is the kind of artwork I want from t-shirt companies. This is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Like this could be the official poster for the movie, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Love that highly detailed, realistic, stylish, sort of popping artwork. Like you could not possibly have a more eye-catching t-shirt than this. So love it, absolutely love it. RoboCop is a great classic film. If you haven't seen it already, then it's celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, I think. I'm pretty sure it's turning 30 because I'm turning 30 this year. So yeah, just a beautiful shirt. Can't wait to wear this. It's a little bit bright. I think my camera brightens things up, so it's actually, the colors are a bit more subtle here. It's not quite as blindingly bright as you see it in this video, but it's a beautiful shirt. Go to frightrags.com and pick up your own. Also have a couple of movies. I was expecting one more today, actually. I've been waiting since Monday for the new Steelbook edition of the Amityville Horror, the classic Amityville Horror from 1979. But it has not arrived yet, so I'm just going to talk about the stuff I have gotten since the last video. The Hills Have Eyes, this is the 2006 remake in a Metalpak edition. I don't have any Metalpak, so this is interesting. It's kind of like a Steelbook, but it's a bit cheaper. The main difference between a Metalpak and a Steelbook is that you can see the sort of seam, the ridge, goes kind of right down the middle on a Metalpak, so it opens up right down the middle. And I think the material might not be quite as sturdy as on a Steelbook. But yeah, nice embossed cover there. The words are embossed. Anyway, I love this film. Great remake. I think this is much better than the original, actually. I've never thought that the Wes Craven Hills Have Eyes was great. I think it's a good horror movie with a good idea, but I think this remake takes that idea and runs with it and makes it really great and awesome. It's a brutal, unflinching, heartbreaking, horrifying, entertaining horror film. So it's the remake of The Hills Have Eyes. If you're not familiar with the basic plot, it's about a family who get lost in the desert, and they come upon this clan, another kind of family of these cannibalistic inbred mutants, basically, and they have to survive, and it's family against family, and it becomes kind of a survival movie. It's which family are willing to sacrifice more to survive, basically. So great remake. Always love this one. I've had it on DVD, but I figured, you know what, hell, I'm just gonna upgrade this because I love the movie so much. So The Hills Have Eyes Metalpak. Got a couple of classic Italian films, some Gialli, or Giallo Films if you prefer. Dario Argento's Four Flies on Grey Velvet. This is from a company called Shameless Entertainment. This is kind of the touted as the lost Argento masterpiece. I've seen this one before. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a very solid giallo. It's an Italian murder mystery. If you're not familiar with what Giallo films are, they were basically Italian murder mysteries that had a big boom in the 1970s. And the reason they were called Giallo, meaning yellow, is because they were usually, that was usually the cover of these pulp mystery books that you could buy in Italy in the late 60s and early 70s. And Dario Argento is one of the foremost not the only one, but one of the foremost directors in the genre, and he made some great films. This is part of his so-called Animal trilogy. You had The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, The Cat o' Nine Tails, and then Four Flies on Grey Velvet. This is a fairly rare film. I think this is the first time it's ever been released on Blu-ray. Haven't watched the actual Blu-ray yet, but I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. I did watch the bonus features, and those were pretty interesting. It's very interesting how they discussed shooting the slow motion climax of the film. There's a very, very big slow motion scene right at the end of the film, and back in the 70s that was very, very tricky to film. It required this massive, massive camera rig, and it needed tons and tons of light. They shot it at the middle of the day, like at noon, high noon, to get as much light as possible, but they still needed thousands of watts of light just to get a single slow motion shot. Anyway, if you're not familiar with Four Flies on Grey Velvet, we'll run down who is the deranged maniac persecuting and mentally torturing celebrated rock musician Roberto Tobias. The last images captured on one murder victim's eye retina contain the only clue to the demented criminal manipulator. And, of course, the thing captured on their retina is Four Flies on Grey Velvet. What does it mean? I was not huge on Giallo when I was younger. I was interested in them, but I was never huge on them. But they have a very, very irresistible quality about them that I come to appreciate and love more and more each year. I'm not sure what it is. I love the way they look. I love the way they sound. They have a very, very, it's kind of like a combination of very sort of lowbrow art and highbrow art, so to speak. It's hard to explain, but there's a very interesting combination of elements in a Giallo film, which it's kind of like combining Alfred Hitchcock with a straight up slasher movie, like a sleazy slasher movie. It's weird. It's this very unique and interesting combination. Anyway, that's Four Flies on Grey Velvet from Shameless. And we also have the new Arrow video. Well, it's not brand new, but it's fairly new version of Deep Red. I already have the previous Arrow version, but I couldn't resist. This was fairly cheap, I think, and you know what? I could not resist this. There are a couple of reasons. The first and foremost reason being that this has been properly remastered to an even better standard than the previous version. This is a brand new 4K remaster, which just looks fantastic. There are also a bunch of new bonus features, including the one that really interested me was Profondo Giallo, a brand new visual essay by Michael Mackenzie featuring in-depth appreciation of Deep Red, its themes, and its legacy. If you're not familiar with Michael Mackenzie, he is an expert on Giallo. He actually has a PhD. He made his PhD in Giallo Films, gender, and explored the genre of Giallo. And he's also got a great blog, Land of Whimsy, which you can visit. But Michael Mackenzie is actually the person who invited me to try out letterboxd.com, and that was a brand new website. And I want to thank him personally so much because I'm still a huge fan of that site. I'm still using that site every day, and I'm actually a paid member of that site now. So anyway, Deep Red, if you're not familiar with the movie, is one of Dario Argento's most beloved classics. I think Suspiria might be just a tad higher. Some people prefer Deep Red, some people prefer Suspiria. Anyway, this Italian murder mystery, Profondo Rosso, as it's called in Italian, is about a tourist in Rome, played by David Hemmings, who witnesses the brutal murder of a woman who is a psychic, claims to be a psychic. And he believes that he saw something on the night that she got killed, but he can't quite put the pieces together. He knows that there's something missing. He knows that there's something off about this, and he believes that he might hold the key to unraveling this murder mystery. It's a very, very interesting film. It's extremely stylish. It's stylish on purpose. It's very like an extreme giallo. Like it's very surreal and colorful and beautiful, and great score by Goblin, of course, who provided a lot of the music for Dario Argento's finest films. Just a great film. This is a wonderful addition from Arrow Video. Probably sort of the ultimate edition of this particular version of the film. But I'm going to hang on to the other Arrow Video release too, because that has a lot of interesting bonuses that this one does not have. A lot of physical bonuses, an alternate cut of the film, just a lot of complimentary stuff. So I'm actually going to keep them both. But if I'm ever in the mood for watching Deep Red, this is probably the Blu-ray I'm going to reach for. So that was the video for today. We had Argento's Deep Red, Four Flies on Grey Velvet. I'm hoping they're gonna do. They've just released these super deluxe box sets of Phantasm and the Bird with the Crystal Plumage. I'm hoping that Arrow Video are gonna do standalone releases of those, or steelbooks, and I'm sure they will. They always do eventually. Then we had the Hills Have Eyes remake from 2006, and this beautiful RoboCop shirt from Fright-Rags. Let me show that off once more. There you go. That was it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will catch you in the future.